Get your bets in early because we've got day baseball on Wednesday. 3 underdogs you need to be betting in Major League Baseball, plus 2 player props for game 1 of the NBA's Eastern Conference Finals between the Pacers and Knicks. That's 5 free plays coming right up for you here on the Power 5, where we swept the board yesterday. In addition to giving you the T-Wolves plus 4 in the first half, boy, are you glad you didn't have them in the second half. I told you to bet the under in Reds Pirates, the under in Rangers Yankees, and the over in Angels Athletics. So after that performance, but you guys give me the old thumbs up. Smash that like button, or you can always wait until you agree with one of the following plays to do so. A word of warning, though. You are almost certain to hate, I do stress the word hate, some of these dogs in Major League Baseball I'm about to give out. Can't wait to read the comments. Number 1, Reds Pirates, 12:35 Eastern from PNC Park. Can the Pirates actually win back-to-back games? They haven't done so in nearly a month. In fact, yesterday's 1-0 victory was just the 5th for the Buccos in their last 22 games overall. Perhaps even more embarrassing, this team has now gone 25 consecutive games without scoring more than 4 runs. That's pretty hard to do in the modern game. Nevertheless, I will back Pittsburgh plus 105 on the money line here. I know I was wrong to back them on the show Monday, but again, did give you the under in yesterday's game. That was as easy as it gets, a 1-0 final. Here's why I'm looking to bet the Pirates in this spot. Red starter Brady Singer has a 6.04 ERA his last 5 starts. Singer has also been the beneficiary of some very generous run support this season. I don't think that's going to last. Singer also has a 6.32 ERA versus the Pirates in his career. Meanwhile, Pirates starter Andrew Heaney, 2.60 ERA in 3 career starts versus the Reds. Let's fly the Jolly Roger as it's Pittsburgh plus 105 on the money line. If that doesn't disgust you, how about taking Tampa Bay plus 120 on the money line against Houston, 110 Eastern from George Steinbrenner Field? Yes, I'm telling you to fade Hunter Brown, the Astros starter who has been absolutely sensational to start 2025. I faded him last start, though, and won with Texas, 1-0, thanks to Jacob deGrom outdueling Brown. Houston figures to be a very public side this afternoon, coming off a 3-2 loss last night with Brown on the mound now. But the problem is, Astros don't score many runs, guys. The last 2 days, they faced Ryan Pepio and Zach Littell, both of whom stink, in my opinion. And there wasn't much damage done at the plate. Look for Rays starter Taj Bradley to surprise here. He already has 5 quality starts. Just don't think the Astros, who were underdogs each of the first 2 games of the series, should be this large of a favorite simply because of Brown's presence on the mound. Number 3. Washington, plus 125 on the money line versus Atlanta. I told you these were ugly. 6:45 Eastern from our nation's capital. I am simply not a believer in A.J. Smith-Shawver. His renaissance for Atlanta, yes, he's posted a 1.50 ERA his last 5 starts, and the Braves are 5-0 in those games, so maybe it's going to be shame on me again here, but this will be the Nationals' second time getting to see Smith-Shawver in less than a week. Granted, it will be the second straight time he's opposed by Trevor Williams. Smith-Shawver and the Braves won the first meeting with Williams and the Nats 5-2. However, that was in Atlanta. Nats beat the Braves last night here in D.C. 5-3. Again, like the Astros, the Braves probably going to be a pretty public side this evening. I say fade the public. If you're a little squeamish about backing the Nats on the money line, you can always take them plus 1.5 on the run line. Not that expensive, around minus 125 as of this recording. Now let's move to the NBA, where it's the Pacers and Knicks in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. This is a very difficult series for me to handicap because, 1, I did not expect either team to be here, and 2, I can't decide which is more likely to regress. The Pacers shooting, which is 50% overall and 40% from 3 in the playoffs, or the Knicks allowing just 34% shooting from 3 on an average of 38.8 attempts per game. In addition, this series figures to be a pace war. That's something, a term we usually talk more about in college basketball. The Pacers will look to play fast while the Knicks are going to try and slow the game down. So I'm going to give you a couple player props, like I said, for tonight's Game 1. First, for the Pacers, Obi Toppin over 7.5 points. So far in the playoffs, Toppin is averaging 8.5 points per game, and he's playing just 16 minutes per game. More usage if he's on the court more. I don't think he's going to have a problem going over this number. Plus, it's an instance where, Toppin's motivated facing his former team. He's gone over 7.5 points, 9 of his previous 12 matchups against the Knicks. The second player prop for tonight, let's go turn to the New York side. Karl Anthony Towns over 34.5 points plus rebounds. I don't think the Pacers have an answer inside for Towns, who was 3 for 3 when it came to clearing this prop in the regular season versus Indiana. Recap time now of the Power Five. Those three ugly underdogs in Major League Baseball. 1, Pirates plus 105 against the Reds. 2, Tampa Bay plus 120 against Houston. 3, Washington plus 125 against Atlanta. And then in the NBA playoffs, gave you 2 player props for Pacers Knicks Game 1. Obi Toppin over 7.5 points. And Karl Anthony Towns over 34.5 points plus rebounds. Now go ahead and comment down below with your thoughts. Before I go, wanted to let you know I am 4-1 overall with premium selections the last 2 days at WagerTalk. The one loss, unfortunately, was that $5 Premier League play. Very sorry about that. It was just not a good call, quite frankly, when all was said and done. Did sweep with my NBA and MLB 2-for-1 combo last night, however. In fact, I'm 3-0 now in MLB the last 2 days. 2 of those plays were underdogs. I'll have another NBA and MLB combo at the site for tonight, wt.buzz/pp, looking to make May our 5th consecutive winning month to open 2025. That will do it for the Power 5 here on Wednesday. I really hope you enjoyed it, guys. Smash that like button again if you did. Click subscribe if you already haven't done so. And until next time, let's cash some tickets.